If we follow these 5 steps, we can create any amazing carousel post which can grab attention and make people swipe. Starting with the first post, the hook, the promise, the pull, the payoff, and the ask. That's all steps you need to create a carousel post. I'm gonna show you how to design each slide. Also, you can find these files in the description. Sit back, relax, and let's start designing. Alright guys, before going into the steps, we need design system ready, which includes colors, fonts, images, and other elements. We're gonna design a carousel post for a fried chicken brand. For colors, I'm gonna use red and cream. It's a great combo for any food brands. And I'm gonna use 2 fonts, one for the huge heading and other one for the tagline and description. Of course, for carousel, we need a high quality images, which I'm gonna use for this as well. Also, for organizing the text and the elements, I'm gonna use a baseline grid for all the slides. Alright, we have all the basic things ready. Let's start with the first slide. For the hook, we need to add an attractive image so that it grabs attention immediately and make people want to swipe. Also, for the first slide, we don't need to explain everything. We need a strong hook like a huge title which conveys the message clearly, and any good image which makes people stop and observe for a second. For this design, I'm going to use an image like a hand dipping the chicken. Alright, now let's dive into Illustrator and design this slide. Alright, we're inside Adobe Illustrator. We're going to design the first slide. We have all the design elements needed for this design over here. So you can see artboard size I've kept 1080 by 1350. What we can do is we can choose hold halt and we can just duplicate the artboards. We're going to create 5 slides. Make sure you place it close to each other. Alright, now let's start with the first slide. We're going to choose a rectangle and create a background. Choose a picker tool and then choose a red. Now we're going to choose a rectangle again and we're going to create a rectangle, leaving some margin space at the corners. Then we're going to align it. So we're going to choose this and go to object, path, split into grids. Click the preview and let's just increase the rows. We're going to keep 5 rows. Gutter, we're going to keep around 10 and let's click OK. Ctrl G to group it together. First, let's start by adding the image. So you can see here I found an image where a hand picking up the fried chicken. We can use this for a main hook. We can place it on the center. Let's make sure it's in the center. To balance this image, we need to add another image at the bottom. For that, I found another fried chicken image, PNG image. So one, we're gonna place it on the left side over here. One, we're gonna duplicate it holding alt. We're gonna increase it a bit. We're gonna choose this and go to effect, blur, Gaussian blur. Let's keep it around something 10 pixels and then we're gonna click OK. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna choose a rectangle and create a rectangle above the images, and we're gonna choose the rectangle, these 2 images, holding shift and right click, make clipping mask, so that we get a nice depth between the images. Now let's add the title. Bigger text, I've chosen the primary font. Smaller text, I've chosen the secondary font. What we can do is we can just place this according to the grid. So we're gonna choose these both and we're gonna send it to behind the image so that we have a nice overlap over there. On the top left, I've added a small text saying 01 representing the slide. We're almost done with the first slide, but something is missing. What we can do is we can add a smoke coming from the fried chicken. So you can see here I've added a smoke vector image. You can find this online or I'll put it in the open files. So we're going to choose this and we're going to reduce the opacity a bit lesser so that it's not too much. So we're going to place one over here and then we're going to duplicate another one and we're going to send it behind the image. So make sure it's very slightly visible, not too much. And in the same smoke effect, I've removed the small pieces of it and added to this part of the chicken so that even this looks a little bit realistic with the smoke and all. Alright, by doing that, our first slide is completed. We can just go here, view, trim view, and we can see how our first slide has come out. We can also choose a grid and we're going to hide it. And by doing that, our first slide is completed. So in this slide, we're gonna tell the viewer what they're gonna be getting from this carousel. For this design, we're gonna show how crisp is our chicken compared to the other brands. So I found this huge PNG image that we can use for close-up shots. And also for the second slide, we're gonna change the background color, but the design system stays the same. Now let's see how to design it. Alright, for the second slide, we're gonna just duplicate the background and the grid. Let's choose the background and the grid and we can just duplicate it. So let's choose a background and change the color to cream, and also we're gonna change this color, text color, to red, and we're gonna type here 2. Alright, for the second slide, as we planned, we're gonna show a big fried chicken image. So I found this one a decent quality image from online. So I'm gonna place it horizontally and I'm going to increase it. So I'm going to increase it more and I'm going to bring it a bit down so that it cuts over here. You can see we are creating a flow through the slides as well. So first let's focus on the second slide. Okay guys, I'm not going to make you bored by adding the text again and again. What I've done here is for the big title I've used the primary font and I break down the text and I've added the secondary font over here. It has a nice typography effect to it, and below this I've left space and added the points that we are talking about in this post. So let's choose this and we're going to center align it. Even these two we're gonna choose it. Alright, in this slide we're gonna use a few doodles that we've added in the design system. So this is the first doodle I'm gonna add over here to this side of the corner. By doing that we completed the second slide, but I think this feels little uneven because there is a huge image below this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate this and we're going to reduce it a bit and then rotate it and paste it somewhere here so that we get a nice balance over there. And then when we choose this grid and when we hide it, so this is how the second slide is gonna look. At this point we're gonna give an important information that makes the audience stay and swipe. Since it's a chicken brand, we can show like the process to get the crispiness. Also we're gonna use the same PNG image to flow through the second slide to the third slide. In the text we can show the points like the preparing process. Alright, now let's see how to design it. Alright, now let's design the third slide. Let's duplicate it again. Hold Alt and we're gonna click and drag to create a duplicate of this. We'll select the image and we'll right click, arrange, bring it to front. So we'll get rid of this for now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna select this and we're gonna change this to 3. And if we keep the background color as same, it would look really boring. So we're gonna change this background color to the first slide and then choose the number and we're going to change this color to the cream. Again guys, you can see simple text placement using grids. Same thing I've copied, I've changed the color and I've used the new copy for this. As we discussed in the brief, we're gonna show process of making this fried chicken. So we've added the points over here, making a line to show difference between 3 points. And also this part was really empty, so I've created a small sticker over here. By using the ellipse tool, I created a shape and I've added the text over here which says crunch, so we can just place it over here so that it balances really well over here. So again I've added the same doodle to match the first doodle from the second slide. Again this image is too heavy, so we're gonna add another small image over here to give a balance to that. So we're going to this time rotate it and just show the bottom part like this to feel this whole slide is balanced. And when we choose the grid and when we hide it, our third slide would look something like this. For the payoff, we need to show some memorable point. We can use images with dramatic feel. It's like the audience should feel the product or the emotion that we are talking about. For this design, we can show something like a person biting and enjoying the taste. So I found this perfect image which I'm gonna use for the dramatic moment. Alright then, let's put this design together. Alright guys, let's design the fourth slide, which is the soul of this carousel post. As usual, we're gonna duplicate the background. To go with the bright background, we're gonna just let it be as red, and then we're gonna just change the number for this fourth slide. For this fourth slide, I found a nice dramatic image where a person biting a fried chicken. Make sure you take time and find a good image for this slide, because this is a slide where the audience will relate themselves by seeing it. What I'll do is I'll just flip this one, right click, transform and reflect, so we can paste it on this side so we have enough space over here. So we can add 2 doodles over here. First doodle, we can add this one showing that how much the person is loving the bite, and then another one to show here the effect of the bite, just to show the crunchiness of the fried chicken. Maybe you can put it over here. I think that looks really perfect. So you can see here the image is getting cut, so we don't need to do that. Or you can see here I've tilted the image a bit more so that we can push this part below over here, so it has a nice flow to it. So that's the most important thing to keep in mind while designing a carousel. Alright, it fits really well. We have a nice flow to third slide to the fourth slide. It's time to add the text. So for this text, we're gonna just use this part left side of the placements. We're doing that because you can see here when we just focus on the single layout, the image is too heavy over here. So if you had anything in the center, it would be uneven on the left side. On the right side, the image is dominating. Left side, we have the text to balance it. Finally, I got the fried chicken that we used on the first slide, the blur one, and paste it on the top like this so that we have that flow again. Or when we hide the grid, it would look something like this. Alright, for the final slide, we're going to tell the viewer what exactly to do next. Mainly, we need to keep the CTA in place to guide the audience clearly. Of course, you can also keep the title and also the image. But in this slide, CTA should be in the center. It should stand out of all the other elements. So we're gonna leave a good spacing around it. Alright, then now let's finish up the last slide. Okay guys, we come to the last and final slide. Let's duplicate it. Of course, we're gonna change this background to cream and then the text to red, and let's make this 5. Okay, this is the final slide. We're gonna just focus on the call to action. But even though I found a nice attractive image that we can use so that the carousel won't end with a boring image, so we're gonna just rotate it like this, and I thought to show it on the top. Since we've been placing the images at the bottom continuously, I thought to place this one on the top just to break the rules. I made it upside down, and same thing to balance it, I've thought to add a small chicken over here. Alright, for the title I've copied the same title and I've just changed the copy to it. Also we can add a overlap element over here as well. So let's choose the image and arrange, bring it to front, and then you can see I've added the small doodle. What this does is, it from the title, it brings us to the CTA button, which we're gonna add over here. Alright, finally we added the CTA button. You can see here, create a small shape and added a order now text, and below we can add where customers can reach out for the brand, and by doing that we completed the 5th slide as well. Okay guys, that's how you design a carousel post. Following these steps will help you to achieve your design easily. Alright, if you want these files, find it in the description. Also, don't post it anywhere or use it for commercial purpose. You can use it for your personal use. It's just for your learning. If you love watching these kind of tutorials on design, make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Alright, I'll see you in another one.